And a pleasant good morning to everybody. Welcome to Maryville Baseball Park in Phoenix for the 2013 Msbl World Series 35 and over Mountain Division National Championship game, the Tri-Valley Shockers and the Stanislaus Indians. And I'm Jeff Lowry with APN Video Sports and APNvideo.com. Two California teams vying for national supremacy. You'll look at the two managers, David Lewis on the left, for the Tri-Valley Shockers, Clint Romero for the Indians on the right. The Indians come in with a record of 5 wins, 2 losses, while the Shockers, just 3-3 in round-robin play, come in with a record of 5-3. They had wins in the quarterfinals over the Dallas Cards, and in the semifinal, Jim Harrison went the distance, 99 pitches and 7 strikeouts, no runs against the Rays, and that is how the Shockers got into this game. Well, on the mound today is Jason Jarvis. We got two pretty hard-throwing pitchers in this contest. Jeremy Spillman will toe the rubber for the Tri-Valley Shockers, but Stanislaus, the home team, and the higher seed, featuring Jason Jarvis, hard-throwing right-hander. And he'll be facing Gino Bellardo, George Flores, and Eric Pickett. We're just underway, top of the first inning. First batter of the ball game, a .367 hitter in this tournament. There's a close-up look at the right-hander, Jason Jarvis. He rocks to the line and delivers. And a high fly ball hit out in the center field. The manager, Clint Romero, drifts over and makes the catch, and that is the first out of the ball game. Keith Souza is the other manager for the Tri-Valley Shockers. Second batter is George Flores, hitting .333 here in Arizona in 2013. Well, this is the final day of the 2013, the 26th annual World Series event. There is one more game after this. It'll be the 35 Central Division Championship. A game we'll feature here on APN Video Sports and APNvideo.com. The Indians got here by way of a 4-3 win over the Legends in the semifinal. These two teams met up in a Memorial Day tournament, and apparently Stanislaus got the better end of the deal. Nobody on with 1 out. And that's ball 4. So a walk for Flores, a 1-out walk, and now the .370 hitting Eric Pickett. 0-1. Eric was drafted by Major League Baseball a few years back. I want to say he was in the 3rd round. As the runner takes off for second, that'll be a stolen base. Chopper to the shortstop. Nice play there. 44, Kevin Cervelli throws on to first base. And there's 2 down here in the first inning for the cleanup hitter, Andre White, another MLB drafted player some years ago. And he's having an outstanding tournament so far, hitting .429, and he lifts a fly ball to left field. The left-hander coming on and makes the catch, and that is the inning. After a half an inning of play, the Tri-Valley Shockers nothing. Stanislaus Indians coming up next. APN Video Sports. And you're getting a look at the southpaw Jeremy Spillman. He played locally here at Grand Canyon University, 35 years young. He was a draft choice of MLB's Toronto Blue Jays all the way back in 2000, and the first pitch is inside, ball 1. He was drafted in the 37th round. He also plays for the Southern California Snappers. No score, bottom of the first. There's a swing and a miss. Clint Romero, as we mentioned, the manager and leadoff hitter for the Indians. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and hit in the air, left center field, long run. That ball's dropping in for a hit. The center fielder falls, comes up firing the second, and Romero is out of there. How about that? Well, a tremendous throw from the center fielder. And there's one down here in the bottom half of the first inning. So George Flores with an outstanding play out in center field. Strike 1-0 to Joe Moose. Green on deck, and then Scott Hanisch in the air, shallow right, a long run for the right fielder, and he's got it. 2 down. So a nice job in right field by Jason Cooley. 2 down here in inning number 1, bottom half, and the third place hitter is Nate Reen. Outstanding, hard-hitting right-hand hitter. No score, bottom of the first. 35 American Division Championship game, and he launches one out in the left field fairly deep, and it's going to drop in for a hit. A lot of moisture on the grass out here. Good effort by the left fielder getting that ball in quickly. But it's going to be a double for Reen, and he is aboard. Second hit of the day for the Indians. 2 out still, and now Scott Hanisch. Well, if Bayardo comes up and keeps his footing and keeps his feet underneath him, he probably holds Nate to a long single, if not throw him out attempting to go for 2. When he lost his footing, he went to the ground, and Nate Reen picked up on that immediately with some good base running and goes in for the double with 2 out. He's at second base representing the game's first run. Strike called. Good pitch. Jimmy Ryan getting the start at shortstop. Andre White at first base. The third baseman is Charles Schutte. Here's a ball hit right at the second baseman on a line, and the first inning is in the books. No score from Maryville Baseball Park, the winter home of the Milwaukee Brewers. Tri-Valley Shockers will come up with Joe Elias, Jason Cooley, and Charles Losa. And the first pitch is fouled straight back and out of play. Second inning of work for starting pitcher Jason Jarvis. Gave up a walk and no hits and no runs in the first inning. You talk about strong pitching, and that's exactly what the Shockers have gotten since pool play, where they were only 3-3. Winning in the semifinals. A tremendous effort by Lorenzo Hidalgo, who went 9 innings of 2-run, 1 earned run baseball. He gave up 9 hits in 9 innings and struck out 8. Complete game victory over the Dallas Cardinals in the quarterfinals. Then the semifinals, Jim Harrison defeated the Rays. Complete game effort, 99 pitches, struck out 7, and pitched scoreless baseball through the shutout and got the complete game in giving up just 5 hits. So tremendous pitching has been the difference here in the postseason, or the second season of 2013 MSBL World Series play. Of course, these teams get 5 games during the round robin. Check that, 6 games during the round robin, as this one is chopped to the shortstop and backing up on it and making a strong throw, and the first baseman can't come up with it. That's going to be an error. The ball comes right back to the first baseman, and his throw to second is not in time. I think they're going to give an error to the first baseman, and that'll bring up the .364 hitting Jason Cooley, who has driven in 8 runs through the first 8 games for the Tri-Valley Shockers. We're in the top of the second, a runner at second. Check of the runner and the pitch to the plate. And a line smash over the outstretched glove of the second baseman out in the right center field. That's going to plate the first run of the contest, and the Shockers lead 1-0. RBI single for Jason Cooley. Charles Loseth, a .364 hitter, and among the leaders in extra base hits during the 26th annual MSBL World Series. Hard-hitting left-hand hitter. And the throw over to first, and they picked him off. Going to get an argument from the first base coach Jason Cooley, and now they've reversed the call as this ball is launched out into deep right center field, hit a ton, and Joe Moose corrals it. I'm going to say that it was in the transfer that the ball was dropped. Of course, the base umpire ruled that a ball in play. So a long fly out to right field, the first out. And here's Charles Schutte, who bounces one, a diving play, tremendous job. They'll go second one to get the fielder's choice. Boy, what a sensational play by the Indian second baseman Perez. So Frank Perez definitely saving a base hit there. 2 out here in the inning. Runner at first base, and Victor Sanchez, the outstanding catcher. Hit 27 home runs at Double-A one season. He's a very good hitter. He has struggled, though, in this tournament, and he skies one to right field. It's a long run, and the second baseman cannot make a play on it. He will throw home to hold the runner up at third base. So they are on the corners, a base hit for Sanchez, and now the final hitter in the lineup, Tim Rodriguez. So Victor Sanchez aboard at first. The runner at third is Schutte. 2 are out. A run in. It's 1-0 Tri-Valley in this American Division National Championship game. Rodriguez having a truly sensational tournament, hitting .421, and he's going to take a strike. It's ironic the Shockers have the Milwaukee Brewer replica uniform, except that it doesn't say Brewers, it says Shockers on the front. And this, of course, the winter home of the Milwaukee Brewers. Jeff Lowry with you, APN Video Sports. Final hitter in the lineup for David Lewis, Tim Rodriguez at the plate. Top of the second inning, the Shockers with a 1-0 lead against the hard-throwing Jason Jarvis. And the runner will take second. That'll be a defensive indifference, no stolen base. So second and third with 2 out. And a ball hit off the trademark, jam shot to second, the underhanded flip to first, inning over. But a run on 2 hits. There was 1 error, an unearned run scored against Jarvis. After an inning and a half of baseball, the Tri-Valley Shockers won, Stanislaus nothing. And you're getting a look at Mike Prothero, number 37, the president of the Tri-Valley Baseball League, perhaps one of the true top 5 programs in the MSBL at a national level. This team sends more ball clubs to the World Series than any other team, and they have had tremendous success even on the field. Trying to win a national title here with the Shockers as Jason Jarvis, starting pitcher, Rick Roussel, and David Martinez, the first 3 here for Clint Romero's Stanislaus Indians, who now trail it 1-0. Prothero does such a sensational job. He's a fan favorite throughout the league. A big fan, big lover of the game. And it really shows, because I think when you come to this MSBL World Series tournament, Tri-Valley is well represented. That's strike 3 called. Beautiful pitch. First punch out of the day for Jeremy Spillman. I'll bring up Rick Roussel. Bottom half of the second inning, ground ball towards the shortstop, and Jimmy Ryan, who has had just a tremendous tournament in terms of making all the routine plays and making only just 2 errors so far in this tournament. He makes a nice play as he throws off balance to first. 2 down. Here's Dave Martinez. 1-0 Tri-Valley, bottom half of inning number 2. Good pitch by Spillman. Both these pitchers. As that one looked like some sinking action to it. Both these pitchers seem to be very consistent in their delivery. Now, I've been doing a lot of the 50 and 55 games of late as the two-strike pitch comes plateward. He missed outside. So, these guys, to me, look like they're throwing in the 90s after watching, the 55 and the 65, and we've even done a couple of the 70 and overs. So here's a payoff pitch, nobody on, 2 out. And strike 3 called, he got it. We're heading to inning number 3. You're watching the 2013 MSBL World Series on APN Video Sports. And we're coming to you from beautiful Maryville Baseball Park in Phoenix. Opened up in 1998 for the Milwaukee Brewers. They've been calling it their spring home ever since. We go back to the top of the lineup here for the Tri-Valley Shockers, David Lewis's team. Gino flied to center field, a .364 hitter coming in. He's 0 for 1. I popped foul out of play. I got the hot stove program. I know many of you probably watch MLB Network, and something with the ticker tape at the bottom of the screen. They were talking about Robinson Cano, and did you hear the numbers that were coming out of the Cano camp in terms of what they were expecting from other offers, other teams besides the Yankees? They were talking about $30 million a year for Robinson Cano. Unbelievable. And it is shocking, the numbers of just what average players are starting to make. It is mind-boggling that there is that much money in Major League Baseball. This one's looped foul. No chance for Dave Martinez. Close-up look at Jason Jarvis. The right-hander sights a sign and delivers. And it's lifted in the air to left field. It's a long run. It's going to drop in for a base hit. So the leadoff hitter is aboard. Gino now 1 for 2. Here's George Flores, who worked a walk back in the first inning, hitting .333. He squares the bunt. There goes the runner, and he's going to make it without a throw. Second stolen base of the day for the Tri-Valley Shockers, and they have the second run of the game sitting out there 180 feet away, minus that big lead. Here's a line smash, and past the shortstop. I don't think Gino will have a chance to score, and he will stop right there at third. He had to hold up to see if the shortstop, Crivelli, was going to make a play on that. Throw to first, they picked him off. I believe that would have been the second pickoff of the day. Had the first baseman not dropped the first pickoff attempt when Cooley was out there. And that is the first out of the inning. Still a runner at third with 1 out. The batter is Eric Pickett. Drafted in the 3rd round. That's what my notes say. A few years back for this .370 hitter who grounded out to first his only time up. Starting things off here in the top half of the 3rd inning, the Shockers, and here's a blooper in the left, dropping in for a hit. The Shockers lead it 2-0. 3rd straight hit of the inning. This one produces a run off the bat of the left-handed hitting Eric Pickett, who's got that batting average starting to climb close to the 400 mark with that base hit. He's got to be up around the 380, 82 mark. And now the batter's Andre White. 4:29 coming into today's game. And good old Alex Rodriguez back in the news and still denying allegations, and of course, Major League Baseball says they got more proof that he did the PEDs than it's, I think the word was overwhelming evidence, overwhelming proof. Hit hard, right side. Second baseman gobbles it up. Perez, Cervelli, and on to first. A 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. What a tremendous job out there on the bad hot ball to the right side. We go to the bottom half of the third inning. The Shockers with a 2-0 lead here on APN Video Sports as we go to the bottom half of the third inning. Starting pitcher Jeremy Spillman begins inning number 3 against Brian Barnes, the shortstop Crivelli, and the second baseman Perez. Jeremy has faced 7 through the first 2 innings. Has given up 2 hits, has struck out 2. He hasn't walked a batter, and I stand corrected. I said Stanislaus was out of the Bay Area, a little bit further out than the Bay Area. It's more like Modesto, California. So my apologies for making that mistake in the beginning. And the first walk issued by Spillman belongs to Brian Barnes. And now the shortstop of the Indians coming up. Here's a bunt. And Spillman fires to second. They get the lead runner. Well, I tell you what. So many times a pitcher coming off the mound will make the mistake of that slight hesitation. In that situation, Spillman never hesitated and threw a bullet to second base to gun down the lead runner. So the fielder's choice going 1-6, and here's Frank Perez, the second baseman, who's made a couple of nice plays already. 2 out. Or check that, 1 out, and he loops one in the right center field, but this is playable. And Cooley's got it for out number 2. We go back to the top of the Stanislaus Indians lineup and manager Clint Romero. Starting center fielder, bottom half of the third inning. Indians trailing by a score of 3-0, and they will continue as that play goes 6-4. You're watching the 23rd annual MSBL World Series. We're in the 35 and over national championship game of the Mountain Division. Beautiful day for baseball. Temperatures in the high 70s, not a cloud in the sky. We head to inning number 4. First pitch swinging, a slow ground ball to third, and Martinez does not have a play, and that'll be an infield hit for Joe Elias. Jason Cooley, the right fielder, will bat. Spent some time in the Angels organization. He had an RBI single back in the second inning. Tri-Valley bats here in the top of the 4th inning, leading it 2-0 against Jason Jarvis. Rochelle is now at first base for Stanislaus. Perez at second, Crivelli at short, Martinez at third. Another throw over, and this time the ball gets away. Joe is heading to second. He'll stay right there. That'll be an error on the throw. So, 3 errors on the day, and now a fly ball looping out into left field and a spectacular sliding catch. Head first. But number 8 has been awfully busy out there. Now Charles Loseth, 0 for 1. And here's a ball hit out into left field, another attempt. And the catch is going to be made, 2 down. So Chaffins makes yet another catch. And now a pop-up from Schutte into shallow center, and it falls in the Bermuda Triangle, and Joe Elias will score, and it's now a 3-0 lead for Tri-Valley. Schutte with a run-producing single to center field with 2 out. With those 2 out hits, you just can't place enough value on them. And Tri-Valley has scored at least 1 run in each of the last 3 innings. So the 2-out hitter is going to be Victor Sanchez. Top of the fourth inning. Special thanks to Mike Prothero for setting up today's broadcast here on APN Video Sports. For more information about our services, you can go to apnvideo.com. And don't forget, hey, if you got a game next year you'd like to have videotape, call us early. Time slots fill quickly, and we have limited camera people, meaning we stick with the quality. That's ball 4 low. As the wind starts to kick up a little bit, Tri-Valley with a 3-0 lead here. We are in inning number 4. We're going to get a courtesy runner coming out in Jason Cooley. First pitch outside, ball 1 to Rodriguez. Or is this Mendoza? Yep, this is Rodriguez. Bounced out 4-3. As we mentioned, a .421 hitter coming in. And has had an outstanding MSBL World Series so far. The right-hander looks in for the sign as the runners dance from first and second. High fly ball, center field, playable for Romero. And we head to the home half of inning number 4 in the 26th annual MSBL World Series. Stanislaus now trails the Shockers 3-0. APN Video Sports, Joe Moose, first batter with Reen and Hanisch to follow. Swing and a miss, good pitch. Fourth inning of work for the southpaw, Jeremy Spillman. Little looper out in the left field, but playable. Gino's got it. Gobbles it up for out number 1. So a pair of flyouts for Joe Moose. He's 0 for 2. Nate Reen doubled the left field. Takes high and away, ball 1. Then we'll have our trivia question coming up in the top of the 5th inning. Left-hander winds, kicks, and fires inside. And now finds himself 3 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Fastball catches the outside corner, 3-1. Cleanup hitter Scott Hanisch is on deck for Stanislaus. Big game here, 35 and over. Mountain Division national title game. And that's ball 4. Second walk issued by Spillman. He's had 2 strikeouts and 2 walks. As you get a look at the bench, Mike Prothero hidden from David there. David Lewis, the manager of the Tri-Valley Shockers. You got a runner at first via a walk, and now Scott Hanisch. One swing of the bat could pull his team to within 1. We're in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Tri-Valley with single runs in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th innings. Good pitch. Spillman, I would imagine. I mean, we don't have the radar gun out there. I mean, we're sophisticated here at the MSBL World Series, but we don't have the radar gun going. But I would imagine that he's got to be topping out somewhere in the mid-80s, maybe low to mid-80s, as this one is hit the center field. An easy play for Flores. 2 down in the inning. And the pitcher, Jason Jarvis, he was struck out back in the 2nd inning, his only time up. Caught looking. In fact, both strikeouts by Jeremy Spillman were where the batter had his bat on his shoulder. Watching it go by. A pretty good stop there. Victor Sanchez, this is a guy You talk about the importance of a catcher. I mean, you saw the kind of money that Molina made with the Cardinals, a year or two ago, got a big contract, and not necessarily for what he does at the plate, though he had really an outstanding season last year for the Cardinals, but his value to the team in terms of what he brings behind the plate, not only game to game, but pitch to pitch. This is a guy that works well with Dave Lewis's pitching staff. This is a guy that is an outstanding defensive catcher, and just as I say that, the ball gets away from him, but no advancement of the runner. And it's one of those positions I truly believe that you don't put too much emphasis on what kind of offensive output, as Spillman may have to make this play in foul territory. That's a tough play. That was a long run up into the high sky. Of course, Spillman's probably kicking himself right now. He knows he probably should have had that one. And I think it might have nicked his pitching hand. Andre White coming over to see if he's all right. So we're back to ready for the next pitch here to Jason Jarvis with 2 out and a runner at first. And this one is fouled out of play. Jarvis hanging tough here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And that's ball 4. He has walked a pair here in inning number 4. That's 3 walks, and now the batter is Rick Roussel. Ball 1. So Jeremy having just a slight hint of command issues right now. Let's see if he can correct it. 2 on, 2 out. 3-0 Tri-Valley. They're in the field. The count is 1-1 on the first baseman, Rick Roussel. In the dirt. There's a nice stop there, keeping both those runners at bay. That's Victor Sanchez. Catching, I tell you, the first priority of if you want to qualify what a good catcher is, and it's the intangibles, it's being able to throw guys out at second base on stolen base attempts, it's blocking pitches, then offense. This one's hammered to left field and just foul. I forgot that was 350 down the line. This is a pretty good-sized ballpark. The gap in right center is like 410. Swing and a miss. He struck him out to end the inning. He's walked 3. He has struck out 3. And at the end of 4, Tri-Valley owns a 3-0 lead. Jeff Lowry back at Maryville. First pitch, fly ball, center field, caught, out number 1. So Gino retired for the second time in 3 tries. You get a look at a wide shot at Maryville Baseball Park. George Flores now digging in. He has been very successful at the plate today as he takes ball 1. He walked in the first. He singled in the 3rd inning. Hitting .340 for the tournament. In the 5th inning of work for starting pitcher Jason Jarvis. Yeah, it's 2 balls and no strikes, righty versus righty. And now falls behind 3 balls and no strikes to George Flores. Shockers got an RBI single by Cooley in the 1st. They got an RBI hit by Pickett in the 3rd. Cooley an RBI single in the 2nd. Pickett an RBI single in the 3rd. And Schutte drove in a run with a 2-out bloop single in the 4th. That is a strike called, and Flores thought that was ball 4. He's ready to go, and so too is Jarvis. High fly ball right field. Coming on is Joe Moose, and he's got it. So there's 2 down, a pair of flyouts here in the inning as you look at the Tri-Valley Shockers led by Mike Prothero. 2 down, here's Eric Pickett. He's grounded out. He is singled in a run. That was in inning number 3. A gorgeous day for baseball here in the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona, the final day of the 26th annual MSBL World Series. Tri-Valley at the plate, leading it by a score of 3-0. And our trivia question: in 1983, Major League Baseball came up with the Manager of the Year award. Can you name the managers in the inaugural season of that award, of the National and American League? Can you name the managers of the year in Major League Baseball in 1983, the first year of the Manager of the Year award? That's a walk for Pickett. He is on for the second time in 3 tries. Andre White hit into a nifty 4-6-3 double play. His last time up, as Mike Prothero and company look on. Andre also a part of that, I believe he's a part of that Tri-Valley 40s team. That's a steal, and Pickett owns the 3rd steal of the day for the Tri-Valley Shockers on this Saturday morning for baseball. Temperatures in the mid-70s here. Both starting pitchers still in there. 2-out runner at second. Shockers need a 2-out hit from Andre White to put up another run. They have scored in each of the last 3 innings and lead at 3-0. And our trivia question once again: can you name the American and National League Manager of the Year award in 1983, the first year of the award? This ball's thrown out into center field. Nobody was home to make the play. It gets by the center fielder. Here comes Pickett around third. He will score. There'll be an error on the pitcher, his second throwing error of the day, and it's 4-0 Tri-Valley. Still 2 out for Andre White, who is 0 for 2. And he wallops one to deep center field. This is a long run, and that's in there. Let's see if Andre can turn 2 on this one, and he will. That's a 2-base hit. A 2-out single extends the top half of the 5th inning. And now the batter is Joe Elias, who reached on an error. He has singled. He has scored 2 of the 4 runs by the Tri-Valley Shockers. Top of the 5th, they lead 4-0. With Jason Cooley on deck. Elias now hitting just right around 330 now. Came in hitting 316 the pitch. Called strike on a pitch that really looked inside. I think for the most part, our home plate umpire has called a nice game here today. A ball and 2 strikes to Joe. Trying to keep this 5th inning alive, and he takes outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. RBI hits by Schutte, by Cooley, and Pickett have highlighted 3 of the 4 runs scored here today by the Tri-Valley Shockers. That's out of play. Well, at this point, everybody feeling good with the exception of Keith Souza down there. He, I'm sure, would like to tack on a few more runs before he feels better about things, as this ball is going to be corralled by the right fielder, Joe Moose. And we head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Tri-Valley scores a single run again. 4 straight innings they've done that. We head to the home half of the 5th inning, and Stanislaus will bat, trailing 4-0. Fifth inning of work for starting pitcher Jeremy Spillman. With the exception of the 3 walks that he has issued in this game, he's given up 2 hits, has struck out 3, and has pitched 4 innings of shutout baseball. And tremendous pitching has been the key so far for Tri-Valley in the playoffs of this MSBL World Series tournament, as this one's grounded up the middle. The shortstop makes a nice play on it, ranging to his left, and he throws on to first. Got it. Outstanding job by Jimmy Ryan as he continues to flash the leather and do other things out there. 1 down. Brian Barnes will bat, so David Martinez retired. 1 up, 1 down here in the home half of the 5th inning. Barnes walked to lead off inning number 3. That's the only time he's been to the plate. Bottom half of the 5th inning. 4-0 lead for the Tri-Valley Shockers. Here's a drive out into left field. This is a long run for Gino, and he will make the two-handed grab right on top of the foul line. Outstanding catch, a long run by Gino. 2 down here in the inning. And now the shortstop of the Indians is Kevin Crivelli. Crivelli hit into a fielder's choice back in the 3rd, 0 for 1. American Division National Championship game, 35 and over. And it has been, so far, all Tri-Valley with single runs in innings number 2, 3, 4, and 5. Spillman trying to dispose of Crivelli here. The shortstop of the Stanislaus Indians out of the Modesto, California area. Spillman has walked 3. He has struck out likewise. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The left-hander kicks, he fires. And Crivelli does a nice job of fouling that one and staying alive here in the inning. Bottom half of the 5th. The pitch. And again, Crivelli stays tough up there, showing some resolve against this hard-throwing left-hander. Ball 4. That is the 3rd walk that Spillman has given up in the last 2 innings. His 4th overall, and now goes to work on the second baseman, Frank Perez. This is the leadership that you talk about with your catcher, Victor Sanchez. Like Jeremy has been in some grooves during this game. He's pitching shutout baseball. I mean, there's no reason to, you're not putting him down by any stretch, but at times he is all of a sudden just lost his command and now gets too much of the plate on this one, and Perez lines the 3rd hit of the day for the Indians. So now they got 2 on, 2 out. Top of the order, Clint Romero, who singled and grounded to shortstop, and the first pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1. Maryvale Baseball Park, we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Indians threatening with 2 on and 2 out. The 0-1 pitch is outside, 1-1. Sometimes a catcher or an infielder will come in, and even though you got a good veteran pitcher out there, sometimes it's good to call timeout, go out there and just kind of, tell the guy to maybe just slow down a little bit, maybe rushing it up there a little too much, or maybe a lot of pitchers, and Spillman isn't doing this, but aiming the ball. And now it's 3-1. And sometimes it's good that somebody comes over and, maybe says something non-baseball to you just to kind of reset everything, as that one is a called strike. Good fastball. And you see the good velocity there by Jeremy Spillman. Here's the 3-2 pitch with the runners going, and it's swung on and fouled out of play. Another 3-2 pitch with Joe Moose on deck, 2 on, 2 out. And Romero got under that one. He skies it to the right side. Keith is under it. Keith's got it, and that will do it for the 5th inning. We are heading to the 6th. So we head now to the top of the 6th inning, and it'll be Jason Cooley to start things off, Loseth and Schutte to follow. Jason, an RBI single back in inning number 2 to drive in the game's first run. And the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. They've scored 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th inning. The Tri-Valley Shockers, that is. And behind some very solid pitching by Jeremy Spillman, well, shutout pitching, they lead 4-0. This one's popped up. Catcher will make the play, and there's 1 down. Now Charles Loseth, 0 for 2, came in hitting .364 in tournament play. This is the 6th inning of work for Jason Jarvis. Final game of this MSBL World Series, or final day, I should say. There's one more game. That'll be played immediately following after this contest here at Maryville Baseball Park. It'll be the 35 Central Division National Championship. Loseth has flied out twice, flied to right in the 2nd inning. He did it to left field in the 4th, and he laces one into the gap left center field and should get 2 out of this one. He's got a double. And for the 5th inning in a row, the Tri-Valley Shockers have a rally going. The batter is going to be Charles Schutte. RBI single in the 4th. He's 1 for 2. Hitting right around that .310 mark after the base hit in the 4th inning. Runner at 2nd with 1 out. He squares the bunt and puts one out there, and nobody will have a chance to get him. Bunt single. And they're on the corners with 1 out for Victor Sanchez. David Lewis, the manager of the Shockers. Had a chance to talk to David before the game, had a real nice interview that I'm sure many of you saw. Victor Sanchez, 11 years in the minor leagues, catcher. He has singled, he has walked. And I think he's done a nice job. He's had a lot of chemistry with Jeremy Spillman, the starting pitcher for the Shockers. So he's up there with a chance to add on to a 4-0 lead. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Four runs on now 10 hits for the Shockers. No runs, 3 hits, and 3 errors for the Indians. Here's a chopper. The shortstop, the run will score. They'll throw it to 2nd. That's all they'll get. That'll be out number 2, but on the ground out, fielder's choice, going 6-4. Credit Sanchez with an RBI, scoring Charles Loseth. And it is now 5-0 as Jason Cooley will courtesy run for Sanchez at first base. He'll get a glad hand for driving in the run. So it's 5-0 here in the top of the 6th inning. So now Mendoza batting for the first time. Alonzo Mendoza, who comes in here with a batting average of .273. And when I say batting average, I mean during the 2013 MSBL World Series. Slightly open stance, right-handed hitter. He is batting for Tim Rodriguez, who is 0 for 2. And a chopper to 3rd, and this is just foul as the 3rd baseman makes the play in foul territory. And strike 3 called. He can't believe it, and that'll retire the side. But another run comes across for the Tri-Valley Shockers, and they now lead it by a score of 5-0 as we go to the home half of the 6th inning. 6th inning of work for Jeremy Spillman. He is trying to, I guess, complete somewhat of a trifecta here. The Tri-Valley Shockers, in terms of 3 consecutive great pitching performances. Hidalgo in the quarterfinals over the Dallas Cardinals. Jim Harrison over the Rays. 9 innings, shutout baseball. And so far through 5+ innings, as this one is looped out in the shallow center field. And that is going to be caught for out number 1. Nate Wren will bat for the 3rd time. He has doubled, he has walked. Right now, Jeremy Spillman, 5 1/3 inning of 3-hit shutout baseball. He's walked 4. He has struck out a total of 3. And I think if you had a chance to ask Spillman between innings in the dugout, does he want to go the distance? And I guarantee you he wants to finish this one. Win a national championship and start what he finished as he grounds this one to shortstop. And Jimmy Ryan continues to play smooth as silk out there. There's 2 down for Scott Hannes. He's first pitch swinging and fouls it straight back near our broadcast area here from Maryville Baseball Park in the 2013 MSBL World Series. The pitch, and a line drive base hit center field. So the cleanup hitter for the Stanislaus Indians extends inning number 6 for 5th place hitter Jason Jarvis. We're in the bottom half of inning number 6 and a 5-0 lead for the Tri-Valley Shockers. Spillman delivers, and not a bad-looking pitch against number 25, Jason Jarvis, his opposite number. He swings and wallops one down the left field line. Gino gives chase. He will throw back to second, and they will hold Jarvis to a long single. It just seems like the Indians have had people in scoring position all day long, but it's always with 2 out. Now Rochelle needing a 2-out hit to drive in a run, and he takes a strike. 0-1 the count on the right-handed hitter, looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 2, hitting in the 6th position. Jeremy Spillman, a quick throw over to first, and the runner is back. 5-0 Tri-Valley. That one is high. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah.
He pops it up, and back to make a play on it is Victor Sanchez. He's got it, and the inning is over. Fine catch as we head to inning number 7. And here from Maryville Baseball Park, the Stanislaus Indians trail 5-0 to the Tri-Valley Shockers. And you're watching the 35 and over Mountain Division National Championship game. It's the MSBL World Series on APN. Scott Hanisch will be the second pitcher used here. Not a bad outing for Jason Jarvis. Team's still alive in this game. It's only 5-0, and there's still 3 frames left to go. Gino will start things off. He's 1 for 2, bounces one towards the hole, and into left field, a base hit. That is the 11th hit of the day for the Tri-Valley Shockers. As Chaffins brings it back in from left field, so the leadoff hitter is aboard. And the batter is George Flores, the center fielder. There goes the runner. Here's the throwdown and the fourth stolen base of the morning here for the Tri-Valley Shockers in this national championship game. There's a close-up look at our new pitcher, Scott Hanisch, who's also 1 for 3, batting in the 4th spot in the lineup. And now Flores at the plate with an RBI opportunity. He bunts one. The pitcher bobbles. He will not have a play. That'll go as a sacrifice. There'll be an error on the pitcher. That is the 4th error of the day against the Indians. And now first and third occupied with nobody out. And here's Eric Pinkett. Pinkett had an RBI single in inning number 3. He has walked and he has scored a run. So the left-handed hitter, the third place hitter in the lineup for the Tri-Valley Shockers, trying to add on to a 5-0 top of the 7th lead here for the Shockers. Here's the pitch. And that's under the knees. It's a strike called. And heading down to second is George Flores. I think they may give him a stolen base there. Swing and a miss. Big cut there by Eric, and it's 0-2. Hitting .376 in the 2013 World Series. Cleanup hitter, the dangerous Andre White, is on deck. It's outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch way inside. And after getting ahead at 0-2, he is now 3-2. At the payoff pitch to Pinkett coming up. And a fly ball to center field. Hit well. It will be caught. As the throw comes back to second, it'll be good enough for a sac fly. And just like that, it is 6-0. Gino scoring from third. And it's 6-0 in favor of the Tri-Valley Shockers. All high fives on the home side of Maryville Stadium. Next batter is Andre White, and he hits a towering pop-up on the infield. And Frank Perez will take care of business, and there's 2 down. Now Joe Elias. Elias has been very busy. A couple of runs scored. He's reached on an error, singled in 3 tries. 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Got a runner at second base, 2 out here in the 7th. And a line drive out in the right center field, dropping in for a base hit. The throw comes in, and the run will score. And it's a 2-run 7th inning RBI hit for Elias, his 2nd hit of the day. And all of a sudden, it is now 7-0. And the Shockers may very well be just innings away from national supremacy. Here's Jason Cooley, an RBI single back in the 2nd. He drove in the game's first run. He flied to left. He has popped up to the catcher. And now they got the runner caught between first and second. And the tag will be applied by Perez, and that'll end the inning. A couple of caught stealings here today, but right now the Shockers are in total command. They lead 7-0. We go to the home half. It'll be David Martinez, the third baseman, followed by Brian Barnes and Kevin Cervelli. Bottom half of the 7th inning, a 7-0 lead after putting up 2 runs in the top of the 7th, and Clint Romero's team is in grave danger of losing this game. Out number 1, that play going 4-3. Here's Barnes, and he swings and lifts a little looper to right. They're going to come to first with it, and boy, nice job there by Spillman backing that play up. So that's a base hit.
No.
That is the 6th hit off Spillman. And now a ground ball to shortstop. Ryan has it. He'll take it to the bag, throw it on to first, a 6-3 double play, and the inning is over. We head now to the 8th. It is 7-0 Tri-Valley Shockers and looking pretty good for a national championship. It'll be Jason Cooley, Loseth, and Schutte to start things off. Jason, an RBI single, drove in the game's first run back in the second inning. Since then, he has flied to left and popped up to the catcher.
Yeah.
Second inning of work for Scott Hanisch, who gave up a pair of runs in that seventh inning. One of the runs unearned. Actually, both runs. I'm sorry, one run unearned. One of the two runs came in. You had the error and a sac fly. Here's a drive. Actually, a pop-up to the second baseman. He's got it, one down. Charles Loseth inside for ball one. Had a double and a run scored in the sixth. Hitting .361. And that one is fouled off. A ball and a strike to the hard-hitting left-hand hitter. Got the shadows from that light tower now hovering over home plate. We're in the top of the eighth inning. Tri-Valley with a 7-0 lead. And, well, to be honest with you, looking for more. Had a chance to talk to Keith between innings, and he said, look, I'm not comfortable with a 7-0 lead. Not going to relax until that 27th out is made. We'll get another 2-2 pitch coming up here to the left-hand hitter. And actually a 3-2 pitch is taken for a ball. And now a walk Loseth, and now the batter is Charles Schutte. Fielder's choice, single RBI, a single in the sixth, 2 for 3. There goes a runner, and can this be the 5th stolen base of the day? It is. Check that, 6 stolen bases, and now a high fly ball in the right. It's going to be caught out there. So a good job by Joe Moose, 2 down. And Victor Sanchez, who drove in a run on a ground out his last time up. This one popped up, and that's going to find the seats out of play. I'll give you that trivia question answer. As this one's popped up, we'll probably have to do it next inning unless this thing drops in, and it will. It will drop in. It gets by the left fielder. The run will score. It's 8-0 Tri-Valley. Scoring on the play is Jason Cooley, courtesy running for Charles Loseth. And Victor Sanchez has had a tremendous day. 2 hits, a walk, the other at bat, a ground out, but it drove in a run, and he has been just invaluable behind the plate. As this one is laced down and off the glove of Martinez, and that's a base hit. I'll tell you what, that looked like a fair ball off the bat of Mendoza. Second inning of work for Scott Hanisch. A run is in. 8-0 is the lead for the Tri-Valley Shockers, looking for their first 35 and over national championship American division. Bouncing ball third, and that's foul. 2 strikes and pitching. And this one is bounced to the shortstop. He'll stay down on it. Cervelli to first, and the side is retired. So we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning here from Maryville Baseball Park, and the Stanislaus Indians come to the plate trailing 8-0. Frank Perez will be the first batter, and he fouls it off. Our trivia question answer, we asked the managers of the year in 1983. 1983 was the first year that baseball awarded the best manager in each league. And that was a tough one. This was on MLB Network the other day, and I had to think. I couldn't think about it. I think I was busy at the time. I kind of overheard the question. I thought, well, that was a pretty good one. But in 1983, you think about the playoff teams that year. Altobelli with the Orioles and La Russa with the White Sox. The Dodgers had Tommy Lasorda, as this one is slapped down to first base, and White will take it to the bag, and there's out number one. I don't know why Andre White acts like he's upset about something. So the batter now, we're going to get a hitter added to the bottom of the lineup. And this is going to be Cal Thomas, who went in to play first base a couple of innings ago, left-handed hitter. They've had 6 hits off Jeremy Spillman, who is in his 8th inning of work. And then the Phillies was in the playoffs that year, because that was the year that you can see that wind really whipping up here. It was Philadelphia and Baltimore. I can't remember the manager of the Phillies, but the managers of the year that season was Tommy Lasorda for the Dodgers. I remember those were the teams that had Steve Sachs and Mike Marshall. And Tony La Russa got the White Sox into the playoffs for the first time since 1959, when they went to the World Series and lost to the Dodgers. That's a strikeout for Spillman. And that is his 4th punch out of the day, to go along with 4 walks, 2 down, and here's Chafin's batting for the first time. We're in the 8th, and it's 8-0 in favor of the Tri-Valley Shockers. As their pitcher delivers, Chafin's, who has been very active out there in left field in this game. The pitch, breaking ball high and away. He bounces one down to third, and the ball gets away from the third baseman. So an error, and I believe is that the first error of the day? It is the first error of the day for the Tri-Valley Shockers. So that'll keep things going here, and we're got another player added to the bottom of the lineup, and this is going to be Wayne Sprague, or Sprague. So Sprague up there with a runner at first and 2 out. His team down 8. He slaps one to the right side. Keith's got it. He bobbles and now throws, and it's not in time. And after playing perfect baseball through 7 2/3 innings, we've seen back-to-back errors by the Tri-Valley Shockers. And we go back to the top of the lineup, and Clint Romero batting for the 4th time. He is 1 for 3 in the game. A ball and a strike to the leadoff hitter, who singled all the way back in the first inning. 8-0 lead, Tri-Valley Shockers, with the Indians batting. There goes the runner, and the throw to third, safe. So aggressive base running and a double steal here. So you got runners now at second and third and 2 out. Stay with us. We'll have post-game interviews with the winning team in this 35 American division, which is the highest level of play in the 35 and over division, as that one is swung on and missed. The 5th strikeout of the day. Outstanding job by Spillman, who has given up a total of 6 hits on the day. He has struck out 5, and at the end of 8 innings of play, 8-0 Tri-Valley. This is the 2013 MSBL World Series. First batter chops one towards the shortstop. He'll make the play. Cervelli on the first, and 1 down. 1 pitch, 1 out. I'm thinking maybe that was Steve Connolly. And now the batter will be, this is going to be 35. This is Marlon Foster. Foster batting for the first time. We're in the top of the 9th inning. Tri-Valley has scored in each of the last 7 innings. They were shut out in the first, scored single runs in innings 2 through 6, 2 more in the 7th, and 1 in the 8th. They lead at 8-0 here. Again, that trivia question answer, managers of the year in that award's inception year of 1983, Tony La Russa with the White Sox, Tommy Lasorda of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Wow.
I think a lot of people forget that Tony La Russa managed the White Sox, you know, as that one is swung on and missed, and there's 2 down. Here's Jimmy Ryan, the shortstop. One of the things that Keith Souza told us so much about this team, and he said one of the keys to their success, and even though they did not have a lot of success in round-robin play as they finished 3-3, this one's out of play. But the overall play at shortstop of Jimmy Ryan has been vital. You know, we were talking about how important Victor Sanchez has been behind the plate in this series for the Tri-Valley Shockers, but the play of Ryan at shortstop, you just can't put a price on it. So he's up there for the first time in this game, in this championship game. And he lifts one in the air back into center field, but there is Romero, and we head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Stanislaus Indians coming up. The Shockers 3 outs away from a national championship. 8-0 Tri-Valley on the APM Baseball Network. And we're coming to you from Maryville Baseball Park, bottom of the 9th inning. Moose, the right fielder, will start things off. Reen and Hanisch, 2, 3, and 4 for the team out of the Modesto, California area, the Stanislaus Msbl Indians. Well, I think they're anticipating a post-game celebration. Dave Lewis, the man walking in front of the railing. Mike Prothero at the bottom of the screen. Here's a bouncing ball to the right side. Keith's up with it. He throws on to first. There's 1 down. So now just 2 outs away from a 35 and over Mountain Division National Championship. Souza with a fine play at second. Wren has doubled, walked. He is grounded to short, and he takes a strike. It's 0-1. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. The wind really kicking up here at Maryville Park. Here's a ball hit to the right side. Keith knocks it down. He comes up. He throws. He got him. There's 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 9th inning with the Shockers leading 8-0. And the smiles on everybody's face. And can Jeremy Spillman complete it with a complete game victory? That's probably the only question right now. The last hope is Scott Hanisch. Singled back in the 6th. He is 1 for 3. The first pitch is low, ball 1. Bottom of the 9th inning, 8-0. And Spillman, I don't know, that throw came back from his catcher. Victor Sanchez handcuffed him. 1 ball, no strikes. He has struck out 5. He has walked 4. And now 2 strikes away from a championship here in 2013. Now we've got a discussion here. Bringing out one of the MSBL officials, Mr. Vanderpool. And now we're going to have a delay in the action. So a timeout here on the field. We'll be back in just a moment. Maryville Baseball Park. The Tri-Valley Shockers just 1 out away from winning a national title. Here's a fly ball down the right field line, base hit. So a 2-out single by Scott Hanisch, his second consecutive hit. He'll most likely finish the day 2 for 4. And now Jason Jarvis, who is actually lined up as the losing pitcher in this game, will come to the plate for the 4th time. He has struck out, walked, and singled. And he will bat for the 4th time, trying to keep the hopes alive here for the Stanislaus Indians. He takes a strike, and it's 1-1. Jeremy Spillman, 8 2/3, 7 hits, and a line shot in the right field, and that's a hit. 8 hits on the day for the Indians, and again, it seems like almost virtually every inning they have had a runner in scoring position, but it's always been with 2 out. So now the next batter is Rick Rochelle, and he takes a strike, 0-1. Rick is 0 for 3 at the plate. Hard-hitting right-hand hitter. And he swings and he lines one to the shortstop. Jimmy Ryan makes the catch, and in 2013, the Shockers are national champions. What a very impressive pitching performance. Jeremy Spillman, an 8-hit shutout. Striking out 5, he walks 4, and the 3rd consecutive splendid performance in a row. The Shockers here in 2013 are national champions in the 35 and over Mountain Division. Mike Prothero, congratulations. Well, stay with us. We'll have post-game comments coming up next on APN Video Sports. Once again, our final score. The Shockers beat the Indians 8-0. They are national champions.
My name is Keith Souza, and I feel fantastic. I feel outstanding.
My name is D-Lou, Dave Lewis, and undescribable. We've been here many times. We finally got it done. I'm going to Disneyland, by the way.
Yeah, Mike Prothero, President Commissioner Tri-Valley, and I couldn't be more happy for these guys. They've been after this pursuit of the ring for several years, and this was it. This was their time, and you know, they got it done. Congratulations, guys.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Mike.
What was the key here today?
Well, I want to start off, Keith, or
Yeah.
what?
I think the key here was when we had runners in scoring position, we got them in, whether it was 1 or 2 outs. And our defense up until the very end was just extremely strong. So I think we just kept making plays, and they couldn't get across, and that was the big key. And our pitcher was outstanding.
We stayed aggressive. We were aggressive on the base pass. We put pressure on them. We forced them to make mistakes early on, and we didn't relent. We stayed on top of them, scored almost every inning. We kept the pressure on.
Well, I had the pleasure of flying in this morning at 8:30 to get to this game. I wouldn't miss this game, and I told Keith and D-Lou that the last several championship games I've missed, we've come out in the short end. That wasn't going to happen today.
Right.
And they're right. The bottom line is when they had opportunities, they capitalized on them. They did not fail. They pushed runs across every single inning. They demoralized the opposition, and the bottom line is they're champions. Congratulations.
Thanks, Mike. Right on, Mike. Thank you. Right on. Okay, man. All right.
Let's get the rest of the guys. Hurry.
Awesome feeling. First one. I'm really excited to finally put it on my hand.
It took a special performance here. You were going up against an Indians team that puts up a lot of runs. However, they didn't score here today.
I think if I remember right, we gave up 1 run during this whole playoff run. So it was incredible pitching by the whole team, great defense, and great offensive support. It was awesome.
Is this something that you take a lot of pride in, and now you can go back home and show off a World Series ring?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this is actually, I think, the second time I won a championship, so it's close to the heart, and definitely got to show it off.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Yeah. You looked really good out there today. A couple walks, but all in all, it seemed like you had good command.
Yeah, just try to establish a fastball in the inner half, and usually when that's working for me, I can command the strike zone and pitch to contact, let my defense work for me. Not many strikeouts, but pitching to contact, quick outs, I had a 4 or 5 pitch inning at one point, so helped me stay in the game and go with the distance.
Well, and you went up against a team I think you knew going in. This was a hard-hitting team.
Yeah, some big guys in the lineup. Start off early. These guys are squaring me up. But I trust my fastball, and I'm going to throw it until someone forces me to go. With my secondary pitches, and defense was there. Getting ground balls and making some key plays for me.
All right. Well, we congratulate you on the win. Complete game shutout. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Glad to be out here. Good time. Thank you.
All right, Charles Schutte joins us now, third baseman for the newly crowned national champion Shockers. What's this experience mean for you?
It's been awesome. It's a great bunch of guys. We played hard the whole tournament, and from game to game, you could see we were trying to help each other out. We were executing our theme when we were hitting was get them on, get them over, and get them in, and everyone had a role, and they all played it to a T.
I noticed that every time you guys scored a run, whoever was coming in from home plate, you guys, every one of you, on the field, greeting him. Talk about the unity this team has.
Well, after our last round robin game, I think we just had the one direction, towards the common goal, which is to win the title, and as you can see, from our first playoff game yesterday to today, we were excited, we didn't take it for granted when we scored a run, and we stayed up, and you never know in baseball, anything can happen, and we just kept piling runs on. You can see we had, I think, 6 innings where we scored at least 1 run, so we just never let up on the other team.
Well, congratulations. You're a national champion.
Thank you, sir.
It's first I want to thank Mike and Dave and Keith for putting this great team together. It's one of those times where you truly get to act and feel like a kid again. From every out, every pitch, every swing of the bat, you just regain that youth that we all had, and you just get to play the game that you love. And luckily, we all came together and won a championship.
What's it like playing in this Tri-Valley League and playing for this team?
You got a bunch of guys that truly came together as a team throughout this entire tournament, and from game to game, we keep getting stronger and stronger. And, you can insert any cliche that you want, but our guys truly did the little things. We got them over, we got them in, and our pitchers threw the heck out of this ball, and luckily we came out with a championship in this tournament.
All right, well, we congratulate you. Thanks for giving us some time.
Thank you so much. Go Shockers.
Yeah, so I'm Tim Rodriguez. This has been a great tournament, great group of guys. We all really did play. Everybody contributed in one way or another at different times. We actually had a whole bunch of good pitching. Everybody really went out there and played their best, and real timely hitting. And ultimately, we really came together toward the ends and here in the playoffs. We had exceptional pitching and defense, solid defense, and everybody started putting the bat on the ball real well. And it's just a great team to be associated with, and I'm real happy to finally, after 8 tries, we finally got one together for a championship. Thank you.
Gino, congratulations. It's got to be a tremendous feeling now being a national champion.
Yeah, most definitely it was. It's great to come out with a win, especially last year. Didn't get it done in a championship game, so came back today with the purpose, and it was a total team effort. And we played together as one, and the outcome was we're victorious. So looking forward to next year, and it was a great team effort once again.
Well, talk about real quick before I let you go. What was the confidence of this team going into today's game?
Into today, very upbeat, ready to go. A lot of intensity, and we stuck with it for 9 innings. We got on a little roll in the playoffs and continued on today. So we're very upbeat, and we got the job done. And the outcome was a shutout, I believe it was.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Eric, congratulations, national champions. Tell us a little bit about playing on this special team, the Shockers, this year.
Well, this year we kind of combined 2 teams, and we didn't know what to expect. We had a different group of team, another group of team, and it made one team. So from the Tri-Valley and from the 209, yes. 209. So at first we wasn't gelling or nothing like that, clicking on the right cylinders, timely hitting, but then everything fell into place as soon as the playoffs got here.
Okay. Talk about this game here today. I mean, you got great pitching. You guys just seem like you were confident from the get-go.
Yeah, What turned it on when you gave a speech about just doing how we do?
Yeah, it was huge. It was very huge. What we ended up doing is I think we had a group session where we all came together as a family. Had a group dinner and really were serious about, passionate about winning. We all came out here to win. So once we got that understanding down of how important it is to win and to work together, because it never matters how good the team is. If you're not clicking, then it's going to be hard. So we all started clicking and putting it together, throwing our egos, leaving them at the door, and giving the understanding of what we had to do to win. And I think we put those together, and we got the victory at the end. So it was huge.
And the big thing for us was to let the guys that can run. Put the speed guys at the top of the lineup, put the pressure on the defense, and that started with the playoffs, and that we carried through the next 2-3 games. Speed guys run, set the table, clutch hitting.
Gentlemen, congratulations. This is a great victory for you, a very convincing win over, really, from what I've been told, one of the top teams out here. So we congratulate you. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Gun show.
Foster. Mr. Foster, congratulations. You're a national champion.
Thank you.
How does that sound?
It sounds really great. One thing I want to say is that I've been coming out here for the past 7 years representing Tri-Valley, and we've had a few chances to get there, and we've been in the championship, and we didn't get it done. It feels really good to finally get one. After 7 tries to finally get a championship. It also goes to show the strength of Tri-Valley League to be able to have teams that can compete for championships almost every single year.
Absolutely. Talk about the confidence going in. I mean, you guys seem like, you could just look at your body language and tell.
Right, and that there was a lot of confidence. We came into this game prepared. What I think the tipping point for this team. Early on, we didn't have necessarily that confidence. I think we had confidence. We were lacking some chemistry. But we actually had a dinner one night, and we had it 2 nights in a row. And that's when you saw guys finally starting to come together. And I think that was really the tipping point for this team. Because from there on out, we never lost.
Well, congratulations. I know it's a great win. You guys will cherish these memories for a long time. And thanks for your time.